Okay, so let's start with the inventory grid script, which is our GUI, and we have to set up a few variables. The first one is the bag name. Okay, the second one is the button name and string as well, and this will all come clear. Just keep following along, because you can always come back and view this stuff later. And the third one will set the position of the button. This button is going to trigger our bag. So, post bag button, it's going to be a type of vector 2. And we'll set it by 50 by 50, which is vector 2 isn't 3D, it's 2D. The position of the bag. So next, we're going to need to set the slot size of each slot inside each bag. So we'll create a variable, and let's name it slot size, which will be a float 40. Next, we're going to create a variable that will tell us how much space between each slot, the spacing in between each slot. So, spacing between slots, we'll set it to 15. We have pre-calculated these values, so don't worry about it. And you'll be able to change them inside the inspector because they're variables outside of functions. Next, we're going to need a default texture. This is going to appear when there's no object inside the slot. Okay. And the bag number. For when we need to access the container of each bag. All the containers, all the logic is going to be stored inside the inventory. So this will tell us which bag is attached to this transform. Okay. Looks like we have an error. So let's check it out. Line 3. Okay. Now, we're going to need a number of slots that each bag is going to have, so we'll set it over here. Number of slots. We'll use 16 slots on each bag, and we're going to have 4 bags. So, in total, we're going to have 64 slots with all the bags together. So that's a lot of space to put all your game objects. And we need a flag that will let us know if we're showing or not showing the bag. Okay. Okay. The next thing that we'll need is the position of the bag. This position will let us know where the bag is going to be located when we press the button. So let's name it bag pose, bag position, bag pose. Which will be one of our 4. Record. And finally, we're going to have a variable that will have a temporary texture which will fill each slot, which we'll see a little bit later. And you'll see how this all behaves and works together. So we'll create a reference to our logic in the inventory. We'll name it control, and it'll be a type of position. Okay. So that's it.